Evening, everybody. That sounds like a teacher, doesn't it? That's like a teacher at school. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Questing Through Elystra and the Chains of the Pantheon campaign. It is a Friday, which normally means we're all a bit tired, but it's got D&D, so it'll be a good day for you lot to mess with any plans I've created through the week. So, speaking of my unruly players, how are you all doing?
Dead.
Oh, inside or just generally?
Oh, you mean character-wise? Character-wise, I'm living.
Well, that's debatable.
See how
It may be a question of for how long. But yes, otherwise, fine.
Yeah, tickety-boo.
Fantastic. Tickety-boo, that's
How
the...
are you?
How am I, or how's the stream? Mate, I'm dead inside equally as well. No, I'm absolutely fine. I'm buzzing. We've got the Halloween one shot next week, which I don't think we actually said to anyone. So it's Halloween next week. Slightly spin off from the main campaign, but same old characters that you know and potentially love or potentially hate. We'll wait and see. But no.
And
yes.
Podcast listeners, I know we took the mickey out of you last time, but seriously, please, if you can come on, there might be some visual surprises that you need to actually have a look at.
Yes,
Come
visuals
on,
will be strong. Visuals will be strong next week. So bear with us. It's going to be an interesting one, but we'll get there. So before I jump into everything, because I tend to forget this, my usual shout out, Pocket Bard for our music. Absolutely love this guy's got a big update coming soon, so I think there's a lot more different scenes in it, so it'll be really good for a bit more variety. And maps, as always, Zephyr, Arcane Collector, 2 Minute Tabletop, Seafoot Games, all those people. You can find all their links in the link tree under our equipment. I've listed everything that I use. And on that, you can go in our link tree. It's got Twitch, Discord, YouTube, Spotify, all those different things. It does have our TikTok and Instagram, which we always say, and we apologise that it's empty. But we have all said post-Halloween, we are looking at actually kind of beginning to fill those. I'm getting taught by Rex about how to actually do social media. So bear with us. I have no clue what I'm doing, and I don't think a lot of us... I think basically relying on Rex, to be fair.
I don't think anyone's got...
Oh, God. I was just going to say, unfortunately, my time is like always orchestrated by two little gremlins. So that's the only thing holding me back right now.
Hey, I'm not a gremlin.
All I was going to say is there's... people haven't actually sent us any singing songs for Chris or dancing ones for... Wait, I'm going to keep going.
I mean, I like your persistence on this. I really do. I can assure you, equally as persistently, it won't happen.
It might be worthwhile putting your energy elsewhere.
Okay.
We will try our best to persuade everyone. But no, anyway, thank you, everyone, as always. And we will get into this week's session. So, last session, our story picked up as you left Mithlin behind, making camp deep within the Silver Wilds. Around the fire, you found a moment of calm. William built the bonfire, Loren searched for something to steady his nerves, and the rest of you reflected quietly about everything that had happened. By morning, you decided your next destination would be Ankalata, travelling first through the Twin Peaks. Before setting off, you all shared a small piece of your past. Kaz introduced Loren to his jet black squirrel, Lady Velvet, and Bray helped William train and find some sort of focus. On the road, the group grew ever closer. William and Aurora promised to look out for each other, while Bray's music filled the journey with rare warmth. By nightfall, you'd reached the Iron Peaks. There you explored the markets, met an old turtle merchant named Nortal, and finally visited the Temple of Bahmir, the god of protection and justice. Inside you met High Priestess Mara Lynn, who spoke of Bahmir's silence and shared the story of his creation. Her pain was clear, and you offered comfort before leaving her to her prayers. Outside, Loren opened up to Bray about her struggles, and Bray revealed his own. Two travellers, both feeling lost, finding connection in the fading light of the Iron Peaks. So, we come back to the story. The moment Loren and Bray had the lovely heart-to-heart, and the rest of the party have just caught up. As I say, you're at the sort of ground floor of the western tower, within the peaks, and you're it's all sort of 9-10 in the evening. What would you all like to do?
Well, Bray is feeling a bit cunty tonight.
That's only his protection from Lorenzo. Like,
The best thing is, I've had my screen covered with my intro, and I've clicked into this, and I've not even blinked. It's just yeah, whatever, crack on. For podcast listeners, Helena has a complete rainbow wig. Jump on, this is what our Instagram needs to be for, to post this after the session and things. Yeah, podcast listeners, just jump on the YouTube or Twitch recap, whatever, for literally this one moment, if that's all you can do, and just experience what we've all just experienced.
I really tried to fight that laugh. I could feel it. It was getting more and more painful.
Is this what I say when I was going to drag Bray up? And this was the wig to wear.
Yeah, that was an interesting one to come back to. I must admit, having had my screen covered.
If anyone asks, I'm the diversity hire.
Oh god. Yeah, so we fit all the bill.
Yeah, there's just certain things that don't come across on a podcast, really, isn't there?
No, this entire 5 minutes there, you just going, why are they waffling on? And this is why it needs to be watched in video form, because you get the video. Sorry, yes. So you're, God Christ, you're in the western tower of the Twin Peaks, and as I say, you, Cass, William, and Aurora have just caught. Actually, yeah, quickly, so everyone. Unfortunately, Kylie can't be here, but we're sending all our love to Kylie. I know all you guys will as well.
Of course.
But we will have a good session.
Yeah, missing you, Kylie.
Campaign
Yeah.
1 and clerics that have in a life.
Exactly, I mean clerics. Don't choose to be a cleric. No. Anyway, yes. So you're in the western tower, the Twin Peaks. You Cass, Aurora, and William have just caught up with Bray and Loren. As I say, in the sort of reception area is the best way to describe it, where I say markets and temple off to one side, guards' quarters off to another, and then leading all the way up this kind of spiralling tower is the different sort of guest rooms as such. What would you all like to do?
Am I
As
still
we-
carrying Rexley?
I was going to say that.
That's what I was
Wanted
gonna-
clarification.
Rex, is he still carrying Loren?
it depends. Can he put up with her punching his back and trying to kick her way out of it?
Yes.
Can Loren give me a strength check, and can I get a Constitution saving throw from Bray, please?
Okay, my con save.
Well, that was a nat 20. So
Hey, told you. She's only going to roll that 20 today.
And Bray?
I got 16.
Yeah, so she doesn't do any damage. This is non-lethal damage, so William will be okay with this. And she's just kind of trying to weigh you down, and kind of it hits a point where he just. I'd say Bray would be trying to put up with this still, but he kind of almost just gives up. She's not going to stop hitting me. I probably should just put her down. And as you're putting her down, that's when the group sort of comes back together.
I think seeing the group coming back over, once she's on the floor again, she's going to dust herself off, lean to Bray's ear and go, "The next time you pick me up, I'm going to take that arm of yours off, shove it so far up your rear that when I put my hand in your mouth, I'll give it a handshake. Okay?"
Well, now that just sounds like a good time to me.
Of course it would. And then she's just going to huff it and take a few steps away from him. She does not like being picked up.
Are we interrupting something?
No, you came back at a good time.
Are you okay? You left quite sharpish.
Just, being in a place like that, it's a lot to take back on. I'm okay though. Believe it or not, Bray has a side to him that is tolerable.
You mean my backside?
Brilliant.
What about
It's
it?
gonna glare at you. Just remember
Speaking
your fucking arm.
of tolerable, shall we find somewhere to sleep for the night? It's
Yeah.
getting quite late, and I think we're all a bit Tired. Exhausted.
So
Yeah.
as you all kind of look around trying to sort of find your way, similar to the hatches that the market doors had, there's a very similar one at the receptionist. I've been drinking too much orange juice, nothing fancy, just I've been drinking too much. And kind of the hatch goes down as it kind of hears more voices, and it's a turtle again, probably sort of, I guess, late 20s, early 30s. He just says, "Oh, can I get anything for you? I take it you all need a room, yes?"
Yes, but that would be ideal. Do you have rooms to spare?
Oh, of course we have plenty of rooms in the towers. We have those that are live-in, that people stay in, but we also have some guest rooms for people who travel or need somewhere to stay.
Just some rooms for the night would be ideal.
Perfect. Could I take your names, please? As he kind of pulls out a bit like a ledger.
Of course, I'm Casgrim Quickfoot.
He kind of writes Kaz down. And he kind of points to probably like William, probably now. And you?
William Spark.
Thank you. And then he kind of looks at Loren, probably takes a raw name down, probably looks at Loren and Bray, kind of heard quite a lot of noise from them recently. He says, do you two need a room together, or is it a separate room?
Oh no, she hasn't earned that privilege that way.
Oh, not yet, okay. So 2 rooms. Sorry, both of your names, just to put in my book?
Lauren.
Oh, Loren.
And Ray.
Bray, well, Kaz, William, Aurora, and Bray, lovely to meet you. The name, Portal.
Are you?
You don't happen to have an older brother, do you?
Oh, Tortle, that's my father. Yes, Nortle, he's my father, yes.
Oh, it makes sense.
The name is sort of a family thing. We have Portal, he's Nortle, my mother, War Tortle. It's sort of how it goes in the family. But no, and he kind of hands out a few keys, and they're quite odd in shape, where a normal key would sort of have, we all know what a key looks like. I'm not going to try and describe a key. To podcast listeners, you know what a key looks like as well. It's more like the key for like your electric box and your gas box, where it's got like the shapes on the end. They're like that, sort of different shapes, and they've all got little numbers on. I don't know what the numbers are. I've not prepared that much. But there's numbers on these keys. He says, these will take you to your rooms if you just follow up. There's signs that show you where to go. Is there anything I can get you before you head to bed?
No, it's I'm all right. I don't know about anybody else.
No, I'm ready to hit the hay, I guess.
Perfect. Well, if you need anything, just come down here, knock on the door. I'll be there. I don't have much else to do with my day, but yes. Anyway, then he kind of puts what look like sort of 5, like we know it's like a bit like a Nutrigrain bar. It's basically like a sort of an OT bar, and he says these may help. I've heard you've been travelling here, so they might just give you a bit of energy before your day tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much, Portal. Do you need any money for these?
Oh, not at all. People who stay within the Twin Peaks, pretty much free of charge. If we didn't have rooms and we needed to find something, maybe we'd then have to charge you. But because there's rooms and they're not being used, why charge people? It's not needed.
So kind, thank you.
Of course. Well, have a lovely evening. And well, I guess I'll see you in the morning. And he kind of puts the hatch up. You just hear from behind it, bye. And he kind of makes his way back to his bed and shuts the hatch for the evening.
It's quite nice seeing all these turtles, isn't it?
I've never met one, and then there's 2. It's like caravans. You know, you could stand and wait for ages, and then 2 would appear. It's crazy.
I think what's crazier is his business model. 3 rooms. I'm not going to say no, and I'll dish the keys out. Just randomly just give everybody a key.
Thank you.
And make my way to... Well, at least Kaz is going to make his way to his room.
Yeah, Lauren's gonna do the same.
As does William.
Aurora will do the same.
Yeah, Bray
Cool.
will do the same as well.
Cool. Cool. I've just forgotten to actually make my notes for tonight. Gives them rooms. Cool. That's enough for me. Portal gives them rooms. There we go. That will do.
Also, I think I finally fixed the audio input and issues that we're having.
Amazing. Yes, those of you would know, I've had a few things. To be honest, everything has been completely listenable from an objective view. But it's good to have it good. We're only 5 sessions in, so thank you, Hannah. So tech issues are expected. It's how it goes when you stream online. But anyway, yes, so you settle in for the evening and get a lovely long rest. So feel free to click that button, get any hit points, any spells, anything that you recover on a long rest. So you wake up the next morning.
Just before, just a little bit of backtrack.
Are you going to ask me if we level up?
Well, I was. I was just going to say, I don't know if any of the other people's rooms could be close to William's. He does have a little bit of a sob, but then you start hearing him making songs, and if you can hear, it just kind of plays into a point where it goes, and he just collapses, where he's just tired.
Yeah,
but yeah, he
if
will
I'm
be
close enough. Can I pull out my violin and try and join in ever so slightly?
Yeah, I'll say of course you can do this. I'm not getting any rolls or anything. I think you can. I'd say actually Braze and Williams. Let's say so the way the rooms sort of work is it's this huge tower, and the staircase essentially just spirals up and up, and rooms will just kind of span off at odd points, almost like spokes of a bike wheel. And let's say you two are kind of on opposite sides of the same floor. Loren and Casanor are a bit higher up, where there could be rooms. Let's make the short fella do the biggest climb. But no, you're together, so you can hear them and you can sort of play along with the tunes, forging that little bit of a musical bond between the two of you, which I am absolutely loving. So, start of a fresh morning. The sun is kind of streaming through you guys. You've all got these huge... They also have it's like in the common rooms in Hogwarts when they've got these big sort of glass windows. It's very much like that in the rooms. They're not plush in terms of what's there, but you can feel the grunge. You can feel the sort of royalness to this whole building. It's very militaristic, but it's got a sense of pride within the building. And the sun's flowing in. What would you all like to do this morning?
Gather everyone for breakfast because we need to decide on where we're actually going to go.
As we do, Williams, you see his 2 hands just come out. One's gonna go on Loren's shoulder, and one on Cass's shoulder. Because the music we were playing, it was just he could hear the violin a bit. It was just flowing. He was thinking about these team members. He's gonna give you both inspiration for the day.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you very much. It's a good way to start the day.
Fantastic.
I'm sniffing this bar thing we were given last night.
So it's not really got a smell as such. It's essentially plain oats, sort of not glued together. That's definitely the wrong phrase. But stuck together using some sort of food product.
Let's see
not good
honey.
for food, can't you?
Let's see it's been stuck together with honey. It's honey and oats.
Honey, there we go. We'll go with honey, like a tasteless, sort of scentless honey. So it's pretty. It's not grim. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste good. It's just like you eating cardboard. But it does have substance to it. It's at least something for the morning. Because there isn't a sort of within the Western Tower. There isn't an inn or a tavern as such. It's more just rooms.
Right. While everyone's sort of gathered, Bray's going to come out looking incredibly nerdy with 2 scrolls and 3 books coming down I left my brain too. Sit down at the table and he's just gonna start unscrolling the maps. Right. Now I've been doing a little bit of thinking over the night. Okay, no.
Okay, yeah.
I know part of the plan was to head north. I kind of want to flip the script and head south. We had that clue about the Kabar, and we can get there by going south. if we head down towards Mosswood. Sort of just showing the map that I just bought for the what's it called?
Cool.
Words.
Ma-
No. So, and if we head down south, we can then sort of streak in. There's something about the Kabar when we had that knowledge given to us from the temple. Something tells me it's where we do really need to go. And let's be honest, Lexi's just starting. Loren's just starting this journey. She doesn't want to go home just yet.
At the end of this.
I think it's only right that we need to have a bit more travel before we start going home.
I think if we do go down to Kabar, I need to at least get word back home. So I think there was a captain's place around here anyway. Mm-hmm. So I'll get my notes and see if they can send it along the grapevine up to Ankalata. But if you think that we need to go there, then sure.
I do think it might be beneficial. Now, let's be honest, I'm made it abundantly clear I'm not a god person. However, end of the world versus gods, it's, I don't hate the world that much. Just as I created it.
I mean, I think we all can agree we don't want Aurora to... Well, I mean, I saw those things turn to statues, and that dragon woman, she looked okay, apart from the scales, and so I think I did that right this time. I know she's not here. I'm just trying to make sure. And the only reason I thought of going there is it's the only place I've really been. In words from you, Bray, I'm a bit of a fish out of water. This type of stuff. So please lead the way if you know. I mean, Cass.
Again, I'm not the best person to speak to this, but the followers in the Kabar worshipped Selene, if I remember correctly. And he was very close to Alaris? Ilarion? I was close on that.
Yeah, Alaris is the world, Ilarian's the
Yeah, Ilarion, sorry. He was very close to Ilarion. It seems if there's a pattern, that's the route to follow. And I look to Aurora at this point. How do you feel, Aurora? Assuming she's going to want to head that direction.
I think what I guess Aurora would probably go with. Apologies, Kylie, for this. I'm going completely what Aurora wouldn't do. Aurora would be definitely in favour of anything that would be, whether it's saving these gods or just finding answers to do with a way to maybe stop this curse that's happening to those who are disappearing. That would be her focus. So anything that's in charge of kind of that, she will definitely support.
Okay, Loren, do you need any help writing a note? I've sent plenty of notes back to my family.
And she pulls out her book and she just plops it on the table, and all the scribbles and notes that she has been taking are just vague kind of symbols for things that have happened rather than words. And she'll just go, if you can make any idea out of this, I'm happy to. Words have never been my strong suit. They always get jumbled. But if you could, that would be great, just in case it's not my father who gets this, because otherwise anyone else is not going to have any idea what this says.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you.
If we're travelling as well, is there anything we need to buy before we leave? could we, I could sit here with Lorraine and we could work out a note. If there's anything you think we need to grab, or...
I think, myself and Cass can head down and just pick up some basic supplies, like, just some food for travel, that sort of thing.
Looking at your map, Ray, how many days travel are we looking at?
I mean, if we're looking at going down south, DM, how many
Yes.
days travel do I reckon it's going to be?
Is this just to Mosswood specifically?
We'll go from Mosswood, and then from there...
Okay, so I'd say Mosswood, you're probably looking at... Let's make it 4 days travel. That's probably the best way at doing that. And what I will do, out of character Dudley, I will send you a gridded map. So 1 grid is
Yeah.
roughly a day. That will probably help with you justifying it.
Yeah.
I do tend to shift it, but yeah, breaking fourth wall, I'll just quickly do that. It's about 4 days to Mosswood. However, still then to the Kabar, you've easily probably still got that month of travel, unless you can find either. You could, in theory, get a ship, because there is a port city, and I will say, known as Impa, just southwest of the Kabar. So if you could get a ship from somewhere, that could help. Or if you find people travelling or something like that, that would obviously speed up the travel. If not, we're still looking at that sort of month travel that we had before. Well, at least a month, probably 6 weeks.
Okay. Well, now here's the thing. Heading down about 4 days to the city. From there, we can make our mind up whether we want to, use the old footpath or if we want to try to find a boat. But we'd be looking about 4 to 6 weeks if we go by foot. By boat, maybe quicker, but I can't really tell by boat.
Well, let's focus on Mosswood first, and then we can decide when we get there how we travel on.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure those guards said something about the about a lot of the guardsmen and maybe even the captain being Goliath. So I might be able to even ask him if we can pull in some favors, because they did say that I'd be looked after. Maybe see about getting a cart and horse.
I think any
Shit.
little helps.
Certainly make travel a bit more bearable for that distance. Well, we go and see what we can do, Bray, and leave William and Loren to their letter writing.
Date. Bray gets up and walks away very quickly.
Lovely. So I'll do my usual sort of time stop and split it. So let's go with William, so I can have time to think about the others. Let's go with William and Loren first. So, as I say, you kind of sat together. There's probably in the reception area, potentially, or one of the rooms, however you kind of want to play this out. There'll be tables, there'll be basic sort of parchment and ink within the rooms. They want them to be equipped for people, especially being very militaristic homes. They want people to have the ability to write notes, send messages, those kind of things. So there will be basic materials for you to use.
Okay, so, do you know where in your book kind of started this adventure, so we can got a start point?
Yeah, she kind of flips through, and you'll see she was gonna flick through a few pages very, very quickly, and then go back a couple as she finds the page of just from before both her and William had started their journey going down, and she'll just pop it down, one hand on the other side, and just go, yeah, it's just around here.
Okay, all right. So let's start with that. What do you know what each of these sigil symbols mean? And we can make it into words. That's not the problem. We can do this. We're a team now.
Yeah, still getting used to that. There was this one guy back in Ankalata. when he found out that I couldn't read, you think Bray's annoying? This is like Bray times 10, slightly hotter as well, so you just want to punch his face. So anyway, I digress. I'm not used to seeking help for this kind of stuff.
Okay, well, you're not seeking it. I'm offering
Well, thank
one
you.
friend to another.
I'm glad I can call you a friend.
As am I, trust me. As am I.
Before we get into it, how are you holding up?
Yeah, I'm holding up. I think I'm still standing. Maybe not better than I ever did. I'm not a true survivor. I'm definitely just a little kid. But I am still standing. Yeah.
Keep holding.
Anyway, so I'm controlling myself. I'm understanding what it is to be me. I had a really good talk with Bray, which I'm going to be honest, it sounds daft, but I don't have any brothers or sisters. Well, I didn't when I left, but I'm assuming what Bray's like is like having an older brother, someone that's there to look out for you, but to really rip the piss out of you as well. And I guess that's kind of what I see a lot of us as. I just see you as a bigger sister. I hope you don't mind. Like, you're so protective, looking after me. And I mean, I've had a couple of words with Gus, and he's so he talks to me like my dad did. Like, come on, let's stop. Let's think about this. I will help you, but you've got to try and do stuff on your own first. It's such a good fit. Like, do you ever go down to the docks in the old city? There's a tavern down there, and I must have spent ages there learning almost sea shanties and stuff and performing on the stage. And the three guys that looked after the pub. They were amazing. They took me in. I performed and they fed me, and I had again like a little family of people looking after me. And then I was on my own, and now I've got you guys. I mean, it's weird. I know combat's going to happen, but I know with combat I will get stronger. I need to find my own strength, as Bray says.
And you will. And I thought your voice was familiar. When we were on that trip down and you wrote that silly little song that I can't get out of my head about me, I knew that I heard that voice before. Now everything is clicking together.
Yeah.
You will find your strength. You will. You're already proving it to us all. There's not many that could go through what you have and still, as you're saying, still be standing. So you are doing good. And Bray waffles a lot. I don't have as many words as Bray does.
Right.
But I have to agree. If he's gotten through to you, and in some way he's even gotten through to me, despite picking me up, the bastard.
He picked you up too?
Yeah. I mean, I saw him using you as a training dummy, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess... I don't know if this is right, but if he's both of our, as such, older brother, aren't we supposed to play practical jokes on him?
Yes, I like how you're thinking. What have you got in mind?
I don't know yet. I have to think of some things. Trouble is, he's very quick on his feet, so a few of my things won't exactly help what I'm doing, but I'm sure we can think of something.
I'm sure we could. I'll have a think. As we're writing this stuff down,
Yeah.
we can have a think. He
Are
won't see
you-
it coming.
No. Are you okay if I kind of just write a bit as well? Like if there's anything that I remember from that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course. Okay. And I hope you don't mind. I'm going to put that I'm your squire. Only if it's going to your dad or something, it'll make you look a lot more impressive that you've ventured out and found someone that's training under you. When we get back and if you have to talk to them, Bray can be the squire. That's fine. It doesn't have to be someone small like me. You can have him as your wingman.
William.
I guess.
Have I ever told you who my family are?
No, I never asked.
So, have you heard of the Storm Reaver family? They're kind of not the main military there, but kind of the next one down.
Yeah.
And
Would I?
How long were you in Ankalata for?
Right. 4 years? 5 years?
Okay, yeah, you'd have been aware of the Storm Reavers. They are that. Yeah, you'd have been aware. I'll allow Loren to expand.
so, my father is a bodyguard as such. Second Blade of the Storm. Big title, comes with big boots and quite a lot of arrogance. But once we get back to Ankalata, just from what I've seen you get done, if you do decide to stay there, I'll talk to my father about it. I'm not going to let Bray be the one to take the title that you're giving yourself for helping me. No, I will repay that favor for you in any way I can.
You don't need to just by keeping me safe as you're repaying it already.
Keeping you safe is what I'm doing for you as a friend, not a favor.
Thank you. I think some of those people used to push me, chase me out of the marketplaces when I used to perform. They didn't like it that I was having too big a group sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes if you didn't have the right permits and all that legal stuff, it...
Wait.
Yeah.
You had to have permits to play in marketplaces?
She's just gonna, like, tap your back with her hand and just go, you teach me how to read, I'll teach you some of the laws of the place.
Okay, right. Maybe we'll start the reading tomorrow. Let's just get this note sorted.
Good idea, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, and we just start writing away, just going through, explaining bits, me putting it into notes and adding any extra little bits on that I can think of.
Please tell me you sign it off as dictated but not read.
Dictated but not read. I put the squire and I sign it, and I put the ladyship and I let you sign it underneath because you don't know I put ladyship, so you just sign underneath that.
You just see, like, a very... how, like, maybe a 7 or 8 year old would write their name. It's very shaky, but you can at least make it out.
Yeah.
And is that you two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else you want to ask, that's it.
No, she'll just be trying her best to decipher her own drawings to tell you what it says.
Fantastic. So we'll now jump to Cass and Bray. The unlikely duo, probably is a bit unlikely, but I'm sure they get on swimmingly. So, what would the two of you like to do?
So you think you can speak to the Goliaths and maybe call in, what, a special favour request?
I mean, it's just something that the guards at the front said. They said that as a Goliath, I'd be well looked after here.
Well then, let's by all means see what being a Goliath buys you in the city.
Yeah, it's needs to get me something in my life, doesn't it? As a complete side note, my trousers are just ripped down the centre seam.
Lovely. Keep your...
Then it's a good job the camera's focused.
Yeah, I was
where
going
it
to say,
is.
it's a good job the
Keep
camera's
the camera
above,
up.
innit?
Hang
do
on,
not
hang on a
let that
second.
camera drop.
Hang on, podcast listeners, if you heard a little rip noise.
That is going to be that has got to run for the entire campaign now. That just podcast listeners. No, yes. So, so you'll have known from your just little walking into it. Obviously, there's the guards. So the guards here are known as the Iron Knights. It's one of the guilds within Elystra. And you'd have known there's the guards' quarters by the side, and you'd have seen the sigil of the Iron Knight on there. You don't necessarily know where the others are situated. You know there's probably going to be a couple on the gates, as there were when you arrived. But other than that, there's not much more knowledge you've gained throughout that time.
Okay,
Refreshing. Ooh, someone opened the door. There's a bit of a draft in here.
Maybe we need to go see that Aragon again. Get a bit of clothing repair done.
Yeah, go see Denny. She'll fix your clothes right up.
I mean, I might not complain about that. God, I'm changing trousers at a break. So, I'm thinking, let's go grab some basic supplies. We need some rations. That's the word I was trying to think of earlier. And then from there, like if we get maybe 4 days rations, do you reckon?
Oh, that's enough to get us in Mosswood. Yeah, that should suffice. It's pointless buying more than we need at the moment. I wonder if Nortal's open.
Well, saying that, the other shops might be as well.
True. So without, I guess, more of a purpose in mind, we'll head to the shops again.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Because I think they had a sign towards the captain's quarters near the shops anyway.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so you head down and you know where the market is. You've been here. You go. As I say, it's probably around 10, 11 in the morning. You've kind of had a little bit of a lie-in. And most of the hatches are open, and as kind of the sea come through, you see head put on it, and all says, "Oh, friends, welcome back. I take it you saw my son at the rooms. I didn't want to say anything. I wanted it to be a surprise."
Very much so. It's a good son you've got there. He's very kind. 3 rooms.
Yes, it's what we do here. We'd like to make sure people are well looked after, and well, the rooms are there to be used by military personnel. But if they're not being used, you might as well enjoy them.
Is a chip off the old shell.
Okay. Can I help you with anything? Obviously, there's more people now to help sell things, but I want to look after my friends if I can.
Oh, a friend. Cass?
Just some rations, Nortal.
Oh, I may have some back here. And he kind of goes into a little pouch and pulls them out.
We'll need enough our group for about 4 days, so
4 days.
20?
Okay, well, it's normally about 20. 5 silver per ration. What's that? 100 silver? Oh god, do the maths.
10 gold.
Is that 10 gold? 10 gold pieces for the lot?
Yeah, I'll give him 10 gold pieces.
D&D loses all ability to do maths. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Simple maths. It just goes. Yes, of course. Anything else? I have my usual trinkets, and he kind of points out kind of a few things he's got laid on the hatch. It's a bit bullshit. It's like a few little bits of jewellery and.
Not at the moment, thank you, Nortal. These rations will go a long way, though, thank you.
Of course. Did young William, did he enjoy his gold chain that he got?
Oh, I believe so.
Oh, fantastic. It's lovely to see someone so young, so excited by things.
Yeah, he's...
Yes, we just need to rein his enthusiasm in a little bit when it comes to buying things.
Fair
maybe
enough.
educate him a little bit on the ways of the world.
A little bit. If it was someone who may be trying to make a name for themselves, they may have taken advantage. So just look after him first.
Oh, we will.
Thank you. Anything else I can help you with, or you're off on your day?
We're off to see the captain. Can you tell me anything about him?
You know him?
I know of him.
Do you know him?
I know of him. and I've been sort of
Oh.
pointed in his direction already.
Oh, so you've got an audience with him.
I do now.
Oh. Okay. Well, Banrak, I've known him quite a long time. He's been the guard here for many, many years now. Lovely fellow. Little bit gruff, little bit rough around the edges, but he's good. He will make sure you're okay. If you work for him, he will work for you.
He's I was told, is he a Goliath as well?
Yes. Well, half Goliath, half orc, half Goliath. Interesting combination, but big and a bit scary, if you ask me, even for a turtle.
Yeah. I think he and I can have a wonderful conversation. So, thank you, Norton.
Of course, yes. Anyway, have fun. Say hi to Bamrak from me. It's been a while since I've seen him.
I will. And as we're sort of walking away, I'll be like, I thought there was a commander of Thavos Vane here as well. Thought he was the one in charge.
Well, he may be further up the command chain, perhaps.
Yeah,
Or there's maybe different divisions, or...
To be fair, maybe my book just needs an update. Which is, we'll head over and...
So what they will say, because you will have been aware of this, I just didn't add it, apologies. So Thalsvain sits at the very top.
Oh, okay.
He pretty much controls the Iron Knights. Here he's the sort of leader of the Iron Knights. Bamrak is sort of the day-to-day captain. So imagine he does like the day-to-day work, like sort of the where are the troops going, that person needs to help with that. Tharos does more the sort of the strategic, okay, is there anything going on that we need to be aware of, kind of outside of the Iron Peaks. Twin Peaks. That's sort of how that works.
Okay. That's fine. In that case, yeah, we'll head over towards, I've already blanked his name, Banrak.
Banrak. Yeah. So he's one who will have the quarters just off from your own.
Banrak. Yep. So yeah, we'll head over towards his office. But as we're going, Cass, what are you thinking about and about William, to be honest? Loren's got her own concerns, but I'm more concerned about William breaking than Loren bending.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned, but given what we've already experienced in the brief time we've been together, he's had his moments, but he's holding in. And more importantly, he's asked for help.
Yeah, that I'm, to be fair, quite impressed with. It's not often someone's got that strength.
No, hopefully that'll be what pushes him through. But I'm keeping an eye on him.
Yeah. I think it's worthwhile sending us away from Loren's hometown as well. There's a not nice story to tell, but I think it's a very valid reason to sort of guide us away. I hope.
She's a curious one.
Yeah, she is. So,
There's a story there.
There is. There is definitely a level of story, and I think I've seen the contents page. Maybe a bit of a blurb. But
Was that when she left earlier last night?
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all sorts of messed up my own self, but I think they need the support more than anyone else right now.
I'd agree with that.
I'll say
She's
that.
strong, but
Aurora might
physically
use a little
strong.
hand.
yeah. It seems we have quite the party.
It's an eclectic lot.
So, as you're getting close, you get to... It's essentially the guards' quarters, but it's where the captain will live. Let's say it's the sigil of the Iron Knights on the door. As the DM finds his notes. Sigil's essentially... It looks a bit like a city skyline guarded by sort of a sentinel and kind of huge armor, great sword by his side. That's essentially what the sigil looks like. And the door, it's got a sort of a wood. It's a really nice light wood. This door, and there's quite a dark wood sort of knocker on the door.
How high up is this knocker on the door?
It's probably about 5.5 foot up.
You can do the honors, Bree.
And I will punch the door.
So this whack. You hear a voice say, "What do you want?"
You? Is that the right answer here?
I don't know. And he comes by and opens the door, and you see this half orc, half Goliath. Sort of half armor. He's got kind of his leg armors on. He's still got sort of like the undershirt. He says, "What do you need from me?"
Well, I was sent in your direction as a Goliath to the Goliath.
Of course. Who sent you here?
The guards down at the front yesterday.
Oh, what? Is anything up? Do you need anything? I hope you're okay. Sorry for being a bit gruff. We've heard there's been some attacks surrounding here recently. I wanted to make sure you're okay, but sorry. Yes.
Attacks, you say?
Yes. How well do you know the surrounding area? I don't want to sort of teach you to suck eggs and all that.
I mean, I know it very, very well according to my map and atlas.
So you know the places, but I mean, like, recent events. How much are you aware of that one?
I literally only came to the area about a week ago, and we were outside in a different town.
Right. Okay, very new. So, Sursko, just the sort of next couple of cities above, overrun by gnolls who are kind of plagued with eternal hunger. As far as I know, they've been kidnapping people, attacking them, taking them as some sort of sacrifice to their god, hoping this eternal hunger they've been plagued with will disappear.
And that's in Surskal, you say?
Surskal, yes.
And, is there anything else going on?
Not that I'm aware of. That's something that's happened only recently. They believe if they sacrifice anything to their god, that he will relinquish the curse on them, but I don't think it will.
No. And very rarely is the case.
Very true. But, sorry, what can I do to help you if you're not kind of caught by these attacks? What do you need?
One, we're going to see if there's anything we might be able to do to help, but at the same time, there's a need for advice or potential aid for travel purposes. I don't know how much you know about what's going on with the gods at the moment.
I'm afraid I'm not really the god type.
Oh,
I've heard this. Perfect. I've heard there's something to do with. I spoke to Mira. There's something to do with like going quiet or something, but I don't know. It's nothing I've really got into myself.
I mean, for lack of a better phrase, and I looks down at Cass, I would say disappearing, not just going quiet.
It's from somewhere, probably around his shin or knee. You'll hear Kaz pipe up. Yeah, disappearing's the right word, I'd say.
I kind of hear it says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you there. Welcome. The name is Banrak." And he kind of puts this huge sort of glass hand out to sort of shake your hand.
Oh, I'll shake his hand. My tiny
Like
hand
the
disappearing
cartoon,
somewhere.
where he's like sort of.
Yeah, he's like, "Sorry, but no, lovely to meet you. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know, but you need a hand with the gods. I don't have many soldiers who could fight a god, I'm afraid.
No. I was wondering if you might be able to help with maybe we need to get a hold of a cart and something to pull it, basically.
Okay, I could definitely help with a wagon. Where's it you're needing to get to?
We're planning on heading to the Kabar.
Oh, I don't think I could let a cart go that far.
No, but
we have a few traders. I could try and see if any of them are heading that way.
we are
Maybe
heading
they
to
could-
Mosswood first. But if there's an
Okay,
issue in Circle, we can talk to the party because it's not too far from where some of them are from.
Okay, myself, if you need help, I know many of our traders, just south of Mosswood, little, it's actually quite a massive city, called Zesper. I know a lot of our traders go there. Maybe they could help with a wagon.
That was kind of my hope because I was going to potentially see about getting a seafare round.
There may be people there. You may need to help them, maybe do a quest or two, but they could at least maybe offer some sort of travel.
Thank you. That's sort of the hope. But if there's anything we can do for you en route as well, obviously we're more than happy to lend a hand.
Thank you. And he kind of looks, and you see there's this huge sort of board with different bits of parchment attached to sort of different notes, and he kind of looks, he says, "There's nothing there, I'm afraid. Seems to be more some issues across Elystra as a whole, but it's appreciated. But my knights, they got a good hold on things."
You spoke of troubles to the north.
Yes.
What about south, where we're heading? Anything we should be aware of?
So he sort of looks over these notes again, kind of very short term, and we've got to kind of keep checking his notes. And he has a look, he says, nothing I'm seeing as such. There's a few things kind of other side of Elystra, kind of more near Zephyr and sort of Hearthshire, those kind of places. But nothing I'm sort of seeing here, no. I think mostly our knights do quite a good job of patrolling here. They don't tend to head north, which maybe is an oversight. Maybe we should start doing. But at least for now, no, I think you should be fairly okay. But just be warned, these attacks, they happened, yes, in the north, but they may be more local. I don't quite know yet.
We'll keep an eye out, don't worry. But if there's any updates, we can try to send a message your way.
Thank you. But anyway, I will go ask some of the merchants. They may have some in for you. Maybe they can help with the cart. But until then, anything else you need from me, or am I okay to? And he kind of looks, and you see his armor get a bit more dressed.
Oh, apologies. Do you need a hand at all? Because I know putting on armor can be a bit of a hassle.
I promise I'll be just fine. But thank you for the offer. It's greatly appreciated. But Goliath to Goliath. Just be careful out there. Times are tough.
Dual breed Goliath to dual breed Goliath. It's a.
Must be.
We've got to look after each other more than anyone else.
Definitely. So, do your best. Stay safe. And he kind of looks down to Kaz, and you little friend. You seem to have and he kind of looks and sees like sort of this kind of sheath weapons by your side. And he says, "You seem to at least look like you can look after yourself."
Stab the odd half Goliath in the kneecap, perhaps, yes.
Straight for the kneecaps. That's perfect technique. One I can't really do myself. I'd have to crouch down. And you see someone try and be like that uncle who's trying to be cool, but he's just like, it's not working. It's like, but I'm sure you'll be just fine. So he says, well, anyway, if you want to come back, maybe give me a couple of hours. I could try and get some word out and see what I can do for you.
Thank you very much. We'll speak with the rest of our group about the problem you're having up north.
Of course. Maybe meeting back in middle of the afternoon, say 3-4 o'clock, something like that.
We'll bring the others with us.
Perfect. Well, anyway, have a good day. Leave the door open. Anyone can sort of come in and see, but have a good day.
You as well.
You too?
Oh, okay. You're a great little bodyguard. You know that, don't you, Cass?
I have my moments, I've been told.
Do not go for my knees.
Don't try and pick me up.
Hey, I haven't given you an emotional therapy talk yet.
Hopefully, I can take care of my own emotional traumas.
Yeah, but if there's one thing I've learned, is a heavy load is lifted a lot easier with more than one set of hands.
That's true. I've been around for a while.
But, if needed, you know where I am. I promise not to use you as a dumbbell.
On that lovely caring note, the party sort of are now sort of back together, sort of as I say in the sort of reception area, as it's quite it's sizable enough to have many tables in, and yeah, the party sees themselves all back together again.
Oh, they're the lovebirds.
So what we do is we fold it a third up, third down, seals it really quite tight. We'll see if there's anything that we can put it in, or ribbons tie round.
You are talking about a letter, yes?
The lesson, yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Just like hold it up like, yeah, look, we did this.
Yeah.
She's just
Very
a little
good.
bit excited that she managed to do it for once.
And she's done a really good job getting this all sorted and the information.
Well,
Oh, that's good to hear.
You just saw my scribbles. Like, you're the one that put it to words, so thank you.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Talking about teamwork, how did you two get on?
I kind of dumped the Russians to share out on the table. Well, we picked up some supplies. And I'll dish out 4 to everybody. So you know I'll add 4 Russians to you.
I popped it in the party inventory.
Oh, nice.
Hang on. Why is there no potatoes in these? You've got to have potatoes. It's a good part of a meal.
There's some dried ones that we're going to pick up later.
Oh,
There's
okay.
like they're dried and like in oil. It's quite nice. Slightly.
Don't worry
so-
about getting any for me.
I'll tell you what. If we find some big potato, I'll do some. They call them jackets. I'll tell you what. If you do it right, fluffy in the inside and tough on the outside. It just reminds me a lot of you guys in the group, really. But anyway, ready? Let's go.
Reminds me of the older tavern song. I think you might know it, William. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Potatoes, potatoes.
Oh yes.
But there is something we might need to go over. Obviously, plan is to head south. Something was dropped on our path as a potential help out, which will get us funds and which will help with travel, but it might mean going north and then doubling back down. Not all the way to Ankalata. Sir School. I'm pretty sure you would have passed through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't catch names of places.
I knew it was nearby, but yeah.
I scroll
Just
up
slight
the map again.
reference, I will say for the two of you, because you will have passed through it. You'd have passed through Grimnor, Sir School, and Imanetta. Grimnor, very sort of serpentine, dragon-based, wanties, that kind of thing. Sir School, very gothic, very dark, pretty much Knoll-centric. Imanessa, absolutely bloody lovely. Very accepting of kind of anybody. So it's kind of in contrast to the other two, but that's just so you guys are aware of those places that you will have passed through.
It's about a 3 and a bit days travel up, depending if we end up stopping in Imanessa. But we've got the rations to cover it as an option. And if we sort it, there might be a nice enough payday to help us with travel to Kabar. Because I just realised we don't have the funds to get ships or the carts to try and do it. He's going to see about potentially getting us with a caravan to take us down. but we don't know how often that's going to go, so it might be a case that we have to go up, sort it, and then join up. He being the captain, by the way. We spoke to a lovely, Goliath. Just saying, we're the best.
I mean, if you think it's the right idea, I mean, you're right, we don't have money. So, I don't know if we've got any other choices. And she just kind of looks to William being like, what do you think of this?
What is the task that's needed?
Well, the long of short of it, what I think is there's basically attacks happening and people are being taken and eaten.
Yeah, the gnolls apparently are starving hungry and taking people to eat, which I'm assuming wasn't happening when you passed through there.
No, definitely. Well, we never got nibbled by a gnoll.
But given our recent encounter with them in Mithlin, if this is where their maybe a main hive is, main pack, main leader,
the alpha.
The alpha, we might be able to potentially stop issues going forward.
Okay. You see William stands, he goes, we need to help people, no matter what happens. And you see him trying to almost, he's lifting his shoulders, he's trying, I think we should help, but I'm not going alone. I need to know that you guys are coming with me.
You would never be going alone, William, but we need to work out if we can handle it for a start. We need to go back and see the captain anyway. He's going to have a word with the local traders, see if there's any way we can join maybe a caravan heading south, possibly, if we don't want to head north. As for funds, Bray's quite right. We are running, and he pats his pouches, somewhat light. So earning a commission wouldn't go amiss.
Yeah.
We can certainly ask the captain what it would pay to head north and investigate these gnolls. But you'd be looking at more of what we faced in Mithlin.
Which is why we needed to talk about it instead of just accepting it, because I do not mean this with disrespect, William.
He sits down.
I do not want to put you in a situation where you are uncomfortable and unable to push through. Now, bear in mind, like we said, this isn't us telling you need to kill. We need people to help. There might be survivors, there might be victims held that we need you to help free with your many, many hands where we hold people off, for example. This is not us asking you to just murder something.
Yeah. I understand. I think I'm not killing. I think I can do whatever needs to be done.
And don't worry about it affecting you. Just don't try and fake it. They say fake it till you make it. But there's an issue with that. If you're not prepared to handle it and you're just trying to fake your way through, you can deal more damage.
Understood. Well, Lauren and I did have a bit of a chat, and I'm still standing. And I can keep standing as long as I know that we're fighting for the right cause. And if we're saving people, I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Oh, as time goes on, and we'll have these little chats. As I say, Bahmir said probably meet him sort of 3-4 p.m. again. It's probably now just about kind of just hitting 3. So do you want to go and see Bahmir, or do you need a bit more time to discuss as a group before you go and meet your biracial Goliath again?
think we can go and meet them, see what the options are, really.
Yes, so you head, and you almost cross paths with him as you kind of get him back. You get back at the same time. And he says, friends again. Nice to see you. I take it these are the other people, kind of pointing to Aurora, William and Loren. Lovely to meet you guys. Do you want to head into and kind of points to sort of the guards room? We can sit down and have a work out what we can do and help.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Of course. So he kind of heads to the door and kind of holds it open to sort of let you all walk through first. And kind of closes the door behind him and sits down and says, right. So it's actually, what are you guys wanting to do? I can maybe try and sort of go based from there.
We have our own business to the south, so anything that would aid travel first to Mosswood, but potentially to the K-Bar would be appreciated.
Okay.
However, you spoke of a no problem to the north.
Yes.
If that, and pardon my bluntness, pays well, we could be interested in helping out in that area. That's what we're here to discuss.
Okay, so I guess north is probably the easiest place to start. So we're talking about Source Skull, aren't we? The nose with the. That's a problem way bigger than the 6 of us. Since Source Skull's been around, their god, Yinagar, he's cursed them with forever hunger, almost like an endless starvation, but they never die from it, they just feel the pain. That causes the anger. They believe if they sacrifice things, he may go easy on them. You ain't gonna solve that problem, I'm afraid. That's one for another day. I'm sure you could go, but 5 of you, even if I gave you some nights against, 8, 9, 10,000 residents, I wouldn't want to risk that one myself if I was you.
I appreciate your candor, and honestly, that helps with our decision greatly.
Yes, you can pass through there. They tend to sort of... It's weird. They believe if you pass through, they believe they can't literally invert quotes, believe you're brave enough to see them. They don't attack. They just believe you're brave enough to combat them, so they kind of let you pass through. It's those who are unassuming who they want to capture and kill. But still, even if you headed there, they may allow it, but if you tried to then end it, that's why you're going to suffer some pain. I think north it's a bit dangerous. You could do it. I'm not saying you can't, but for your safety, I'd recommend south. Now, heading south. I mentioned there was some heading to Zesper. I was right. There's a couple of fishermen. They just kind of needed some new equipment. They wanted a bit of armor. Apparently, they're headed sort of to some dangerous swamps. I don't know. I didn't know swamps could be dangerous. I just thought it was so muddy with some reeds about. But they're heading to Zesper. I've asked. They are happy for you to travel in the wagon. I'm afraid if you encounter any troubles, they're not much of fighters. They're quite old and been fishermen their whole life. But if you need some fish caught on the way, you are quite near a Dragonfire base, so there might be some food. But they can help. However, you'd need to leave quite soon.
I believe we're up for a bodyguarding task to trade for trade.
I think that could fall within our remit quite nicely.
Much more than the gnolls, that's for sure.
Definitely, I would. I would not trust that one. As I say, even if I sent my knights, I know they're trained, I know they're good, but risky.
Well, that sounds like our decision has been made. If we escort these fishermen, take benefit of their wagon and their caravan, and we travel south.
Well, they're leaving about 7 p.m. So they have all kind of camping gear they can at least put up for the night. They got more than enough. But yes, 7 p.m. If you meet them just at the gates where you arrived here, they will be there waiting. They're quite hard to miss. Two humans, lovely people, but a bit doddery and a little bit interesting. But what can I say? I don't want to put my foot in it because they are nice people. But they'll be fun. Let's put it that way. You'll have fun with those two. Anything else you need from me? Any of you at all?
You wouldn't happen to know if there's anyone heading up to Ankalata that I could give the letter to? But she just pulls it out and shows this one.
Of course. I don't know. I could see again. I'm afraid I wasn't really asking kind of specifics for people. If you leave it with me, I promise I will find someone. I can't say when it'll happen. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be a week, but I'll find someone who's heading that way.
I mean, that's perfect. Doesn't have to be straight away. She just like hands it over and just say it's for the Storm Reavers.
Of course, I'll make sure it gets that way.
Thank you.
You're a very good captain, good sir.
Thank you. It's I'm here for the people. The Iron Knights. There's many guilds. There's many people. There's many religions. There's many families. There's a lot of a lot of groups of people across Elystra. Some good, some bad, some fit down the middle. But I'd say we fit down the middle. We don't necessarily just fight for good. Sometimes we've been known in the past to fight for not so good things. And, well, I want to change that. I want the Iron Knights to be known as guards of the people, not just guards of the wealthy.
It's a noble cause indeed.
Thank you. But anyway, I'm afraid I need to go and see you a couple of things. I'll be, I guess I wish you the best. I will see you. Oh, hopefully I see you again. But the two fishermen, Christopher and Zach, they'll be waiting for you at the gates, as I say, about 7 p.m. Go meet them and I'm sure it'll be okay.
Oh, thank you very much. Sounds good to me.
Thank you. Well, good luck on your journey. If you need anything, you always know where I am.
Thank you kindly. We'll get out your hair now.
Thank you. Well, anyway, all the best. And yet again, look after yourselves. And he sort of stands up, kind of ready for you guys to head out.
Yeah, kind of trot out. What time of day is it roughly now, by the way?
So it's probably about 5:30.
Oh, still not long then.
As soon as everyone's out, you see William just... He didn't talk at all. He just tried to stand there listening. As soon as he heard about how many the gnolls after him going, let's go, proper he was like, he goes, and he goes, hang on, guys, I just realised something.
The woman said a word.
These are the Iron Knights. The group of heroes I know, they were the Wandering Blades. What do we call ourselves? All these people have a group name.
Well, now that is definitely something we might have to sort out in the future, especially if we end up getting paid as a travelling group.
I mean, there's certain ideas we could do. Like, people could send us ones on Discord, and we could maybe have a little look at them as a group and choose something. But you have to join a Discord to do so.
I mean, I heard of a group a long time ago when I was going through some scrolls. Like, they were called like the Eclectic Displaced, but it's a bit of a silly name. But yeah, they followed everything up with this was our TED talk. It just didn't make sense to me.
Nice.
A
bit weird. But there's so many groups out there that you hear these names. Like, I'm never going to forget Iron Knights now. It's not not saying that we want to be thought of in that way, but just something that we can be as a family, as a group, like a group name.
Bray and his band of lovers.
Loren just looks at you and just goes, if I have a veto, that is the veto.
Danny DeVito?
What?
Don't make him canon.
He's a dwarf that he's a dwarven bard that travels around sometimes.
Danny DeVito.
I've heard. Actually, I think I've heard of some of his songs. Yeah, but maybe it's something we could think of as we're traveling. Is any ideas? Just put them in Discord. We can just talk about them.
I mean, when you look at people like Cass, I just think of the QTEs. The cuties.
I have my own particular kind of branding.
Sounds erotic.
And on that note, perhaps we should go and await these fishermen.
We could be
And
the fisherman's
fisherwomen.
friends.
Do you know, as soon as I've queued that up, I thought if he sees fisherman's friends.
So you all headed to the gates to go meet the...
I'm headed to the gates. I don't know what this bunch of reprobates is doing.
Yeah.
Loren's just gonna follow.
Cool. Everyone else just following. Cass.
Right. Bray and I could just see Bray and William just like saying random things to each other just to see if something feels like it's going to stick. Just at the back of the group.
And like 90% of Bray's ones are like Bray and so. Bray's dot.
So, well, one of the only game I've ever been a player in, my cat's called Elias. The group ended up being Elias and Friends. Not by my choice. I wanted to be his like quiet character, and he just became the sort of mascot. So yeah, it's doable. Could be Bray and Friends. But anyway, you guys make it.
Bray's buddies.
Praise buddies. Everyone loves a bit of alliteration. Yes, so you make it. You make it to the gates, and there's these two. They've got sort of packs on them. You see, there's quite a rickety old wagon with a couple of kind of horses at the front. And they turn around, and they both got these glasses, very sort of wispy white beards. And they look and say, "Oh, I take it you're the people we've been that have been sent here."
Yes, Christopher and Zach, I presume.
Yes, I'm Christopher. And he is Zach. He doesn't speak as much, but he thinks he has ideas. He's not as what's the word I'm looking? He's not as talkative as I am. I'm rather talkative, I'm afraid. You might get used to it, you might not.
I think he'll get on famously with at least one member of our party.
Oh, fantastic. I'd like to get on with all of you, if I'm honest. I like meeting friends. We like making friends, our fishermen. But anyway, I heard you're heading south, is it?
That's right, yes.
Perfect. We're heading to Zesper. We are headed there. We are going to dangerous swamps. We're headed to. We're going to do some fishing. There's a little port there. We'll get a little boat, a little dinghy for ourselves, and head out to the swamps. Do you fish at all?
I'm afraid not. No.
Oh, do you want to learn?
Possibly.
I tend to fish in my own light, you know.
Oh. Were you ever caught? Is that rude to ask? I don't know what if I meant to say that or not.
I think one of these scars came from someone using a hook.
Oh, well, apologies if it was me. I that would have caught a big one, that would. But anyway, put your stuff in the cart. We'll be on our way.
What hook, line, and sinker that saying was?
Well, very much so, my young friend. But if we go in the and you hear like the one Zach just goes, Chris, shut the fuck up. And Chris is like, okay, sorry. Anyway, if we all put our things in the cart, we will go. I'd say it's going to take us maybe at least today, probably 2 or 3 days to get there. But it's fine. We're in the cart. It's a bit of an easier journey, you see.
As always, we're happy to keep watch and be your acting bodyguards.
Amazing, thank you. So yes, everyone puts their bags inside the cart, and you set off on your the first little bit of an evening of your journey. And as you're setting off on this journey, it's seeming very simple. You're noticing, obviously, so at this point we're getting towards the more wintry months of Elystra, so you're noticing things getting a bit colder. There's kind of a bit of sleet in the air. So the car is going a little bit slower, but not kind of still quicker than if you were walking. And you settle in for the first night of your travel. And as we get to the point of you arriving at your first camp, your first night with Zach and Christopher, we'll take a small break because the DM is needing a break. His brain is dying and needs a drink. So
someone needs to change their trousers, if I remember correctly.
That is very true. So yes, definitely pause the stream before that happens. So thank you everyone for watching the first part. Thank you. I've seen quite a few people commenting. Actually, it's been really lovely seeing loads of people commenting. It's been great.
Thank you guys. It's awesome. I've just had a little look myself just a minute ago.
Yeah, I literally did the same. So yes, as Hannah has literally put, Chris and Zach are like two of my oldest friends, and I couldn't think of two human names, so they're going to love being immortalised as these crazy as fuck old men. But anyway, we'll love you and leave you. We'll be back in, we always say about 10 minutes, so keep an eye out, keep your eyes on the stream, and we'll catch you all soon. Cheers, everyone. Hey everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of episode 5 of Chains to the Pantheon by Questing Through Elystra. God, I need to shorten that with some acronyms. But yes, thank you for watching so far, everyone. All the comments, we've all actually said in the break, it's been lovely to see everyone commenting. And to be honest, I don't look at it during stream, so it's nice to then sort of catch up and try and work out what things are related to, which is always the interesting part. But yes, so we left the party. With the two fishermen, Christopher and Zach, the crazed, doddery old men, bless them, taking you in their wagon, and you arrive at the first campsite for your first night on this sort of 2 to 3 day journey. They have all the tents in the back, and they just look at you. Well, Christopher does, of course. Why doesn't he? He says, "Well, all of you. So we need to camp. We need to set camp. Any of you good at making tents? We aren't the best, I'm afraid."
Leave it to us.
Okay, well, we have some fish we could cook for food. Is that helpful?
Have you got any potatoes to make into like long pieces like chips that we could fish and chips?
Chips? What? Sorry, what are chips?
Have you got any potatoes? And maybe I'll come and help.
No, we have fish.
Okay.
And a rice cake. Don't have rice cakes. Yes.
Did these fish have fingers at all?
He looks at Zach, and says, "Fish have fins, I believe."
I have fingers.
Not this fish. Just trying to make a joke, you know. It's like, not this fish.
Are we cooking him?
You can try.
Oh.
We'll be the first
okay.
Spit roast.
I'm going to throw a tent at Bray and a tent at William.
So they just look and says, "Well, have a really good evening. We will sort of cook the fish. Are you able to take watch, if that's okay? If something came, I would not trust ourselves to defend the camp."
No, if something comes, stay in the tent unless we call for you.
Of course. Thank you. And they head off into kind of the rough tents that are being built.
Yeah, I'll start putting up the tents.
I will attempt to start putting up a tent. I've not done it before, but I'll give it a good shot.
Could William give us a survival check with disadvantage, please?
I was going to say, William, one hand on this pole, one hand on this pole, one hand on this pole, and one hand on this pole.
With disadvantage
due to this being your first time.
It's a +0 anyway. So, 10.
You managed to put the tent up. The use of your mage hand is definitely kind of helping, and a bit of guidance for everyone else, and the old men will kind of be sort of trying to shout advice as they're cooking the fish just by the side of their tent. And you do manage to put a tent up. It's not the quickest, it's not the sturdiest in the ground, but it will definitely give you shelter overnight. I'm going to say everyone else kind of, probably due to your experience, are kind of traveling a bit more, you'll be able to put a tent up. There's still nothing fancy. They're literally tents with maybe a couple of holes in that have roughly been mended and sort of stitched back together.
When he's not looking, I'm just going to very slyly just knock things in just that little bit harder, just like so it's actually secured.
Cool. So we now have 7 secured tents. So who would like to take watch this evening?
I'll take and watch.
I don't need a couple of you. It's only 2 we need. Typically.
I'm happy to take watch.
Yeah? Who's taking first watch? Who's taking second watch?
I'll do first watch, don't mind.
Yeah? Brilliant. So, as you all begin to kind of settle in for your first evening, is there anything you guys want to sort of talk about a role play, or are we jumping into the night's watch?
William, knowing that he's got a responsibility of a watch, he's probably just saying, I'm going to go try and get to sleep so I can get as much sleep in as possible. I hope you don't mind, guys. Going to his tent.
Cool. Bless his heart. He's a bit green, that one.
Not blue like you. But yes, so Cass settles in for the first watch. And nothing is seeming out of the ordinary. The one he does kind of pick up on is, as I say, you guys have lived in Elystra for a while. You know the month of Night Vale is massively when the snow kicks in, and he is noticing it is kicking in quite heavy. Not too much to ground you guys completely, but it's definitely getting sort of firmer, heavier, a lot thicker on the ground than you've kind of had for most of the year. But apart from that, nothing as such crops up on your watch. There might be some animals that may run around, but nothing that is looking like it's going to attack you.
Okay, so canonically, how loud are Zach and Chris snoring?
Like fairly, but it's also like one, it's like, well, they're literally 6 weeks. It's perfectly in sync as they're sleeping.
In unison.
Perfect.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's almost like an ongoing sound because of this. It just keeps going naturally. Just beautiful white noise for the lot of you to sleep to. So Kaz has kind of finished his watch. It's now time for him to pass over to William.
I'll wake William up. Your turn. It's fairly quiet out there if you forgive the snoring.
Okay. Cass, do I just sit out there and just make sure nothing attacks us? Is that what I've got to do?
That's the gist of it. I mean, I like to take a little walk around, but just listen, watch as best as you can. If anything sounds odd or out of place and you're not sure, just wake one of us up.
I will do.
At one point during the watch, Aurora would probably come up because obviously she's an elf who transit, so she only needs.
She's probably going to wake up with William. Thanks for reminding me of that one. She'll probably wake up and cover watch with William. So he's probably with him because he's not on his own. He feels she might not have even told him this. She probably wouldn't have done. She'll probably naturally just wake up and sort of see William and go kind of sit by him for that watch. And as she does, she'll just come beside you as you're kind of looking out and kind of patrolling the perimeter of your camp. She'll say, William, anything you need, I'm here to help you. I know I'm not the strongest, but I could help you if anything comes up.
Okay, well, can you lend me your ears?
Figuratively, yes.
He's done his patrol. He's kind of sat down next to the embers of the fire. He's chucked a couple of logs, just trying to keep it because he wants to try and keep it a little bit warm, maybe. Just starts playing really carefully on the lute that he has, and he's like, "You might like this one. I've called it Moon's Silent Veil."
Ooh.
She knelt beneath the argent sky, hands clasped tight, her voice a cry. "O silver mum, veil of night, guide me, hold me, grant me sight. But no stars flicker, no dreams stir, no sign was given, no whispers heard. Her plea, like smoke, unanchored thin, drifted outwards, not within. It slipped through cracks where shadows met, touched wandering hearts with phantom heat. A mountain monk who dreamed of seas heard her words ride the coastal breeze. A gnome rogue smiled with shadows at hand. He traced her prayer through the whispered lands. A barbarian woman, her rage aflame, swore to shield the weak from pain and shame. An entertainer with bright arcane flair cast joy like sparks through the midnight air. From valleys of jade, from deserts of fire, from ruined halls and temple spires, they journeyed far through storm and sand, drawn to a place not marked by hand. What sought they there? The cleric's face, fragile souls of errant grace. But more they found, themselves laid bare, their doubts, their wounds, their truth they wear. For in her silence the moon still spoke, not by reply, but by what she evoked. Then when a prayer goes unanswered above, it may yet awaken the world below with love. And that's just there, just playing the tune, just keep, and he stops singing, he stops the poem, singing it, and he just keeps playing for a little bit, and then just relaxes.
You see kind of Aurora take a breath and she says, "Thank you, William. These past couple of weeks, they've been the strangest. I've been on this journey trying to find answers about Salunia for weeks, if not months now. But somehow you all heard me, and well, now we're here. I'm not saying we have any answers, and if anything, I'm a little more scared about my future and what could be. But I have all of you now, and thank you for answering the call, I guess."
No, you've got, actually, you've got to remember that. Yes, you may not be hearing Salunia, that you may not hear her, but rely on us a bit. Talk to us. I've spoken to every single one of these people, and I don't know if you have yet, but I know I'm young. I know I'm naive to the world, but do you know what? These people are good, strong, kind-hearted, even though they've walked from different places in this world. They are here to help you find your answers. If they can find your goddess, they will. But just remember, they're doing it for you because you're the one that we all want to help. They could have all heard that it's for the gods and left, and yet they stayed. What more can you want, really?
Of course, I know that completely. It's just what's happened, and at the temple, seeing them turn to stone, it fills me with a bit of fear. I'll be honest, but thank you. And as she's talking, she kind of looks around, and the snow that's been going begins to fall kind of faster and heavier. And she looks at you and she says, "This snow, this seems heavier than normal. It's quite a lot, isn't it, William?"
It is. Is it supposed to snow this heavy at this time of the year? Or I thought the snow was only just starting to come in.
Yes, it is, but it could just be. Well, it could just be one of those freak storms. I don't know. I'm not a weather expert, I'm afraid, but it might be.
Can I do some sort of I'm gonna look around, see if there's any sign of movement, anything that's because the weather's given me a little bit of an unease.
Yes, so you're kind of trying to see if anything has like maybe triggered this
Yeah.
snow. Yes, of course. Ooh. Give me a nature check, please, William.
Oh, another one of my stats that has +0.
Better than a minus.
7.
Okay. So you're not noticing anything out of like with Aurora mentioning it potentially being like a freak weather thing. I'm not saying like it's gonna destroy Elystra with a cold and put them into Eternal Ice Age. It could just be something like in your time alive, you will have seen like freak weather, whether it be rain, heat, snow. It just feels similar to that.
Okay. Well, I mean, have you got any extra layers you can put on? Just keep yourself.
Yeah, she kind of looks down at her sort of garb and says, I'm sure there's something in my pack.
I tell you what,
I will. If you got things,
I've got things here. Why don't you just go sit in the tent? You know, you can still see me. It's my turn for
are you
watch.
going to be
I can
okay,
do
William?
this. Yeah, I've got this.
Okay,
I can
of
do
course. Well, thank you for the song and thank you for the talk. I suppose everyone needs to be up in a couple of hours.
Yes.
But anyway, yes, I'll head back. Bye, William.
Well,
She heads away back to the tent. And for the rest of William's watch, Simscast, nothing as out of the ordinary would be happening. It's not going to be, let's say, there'll be a few animals, but nothing that's dangerous towards you.
William just starts playing with a different new song,
Brilliant.
and he's just going to play with it. But the line that you hear, just he hums everything else is, "Hello, darkness, my old friends."
Hello,
And
coldness, my friend, at this point. Because as you do look around, this snow, it's falling like, slowly but thick. Almost these graceful spirals as they begin to just get thicker and thicker on the ground. And it's not like we get when it just melts. It's sticking and it is growing in layers. And by the time your kind of watch is over, you can see the world is almost blanketed by this sort of glittering frost and this thick blanket of snow.
the last thing I'm going to do, knowing that people are going to start getting up, I'm going to go try and just get a few snowballs together and just kind of move around just so I can just about see Bray's front of his tent.
Of course, it's
And I'm just going to wait. But I've got 3 or 4, and then I've put my mage hands the other side with about 3 or 4. Just waiting for him to come out the tent.
Okay, so you're kind of beginning to wake up at the start of the morning. And yeah, you get up and you hear from the old man's tent from Christopher's, everybody, morning! Do you want some fish? I could get you some fish. Maybe some fish, some cooked fish, some non-cooked fish, some smoked fish, some steamed fish.
Pickled?
I'm afraid not. I only have fish.
Pickled fish.
And he kind of looks at us, sorry, you might all be a bit asleep, I'm sorry. Are we good to kind of rise early and leave early?
I think the sooner we get going, the better. This weather's a bit...
Yes. About that, Zach, you see Zach now kind of coming back from the wagon. He says, well, the wagon's fucked a bit. The axle has frozen and it's sort of stuck.
Can we sort of unstick it?
You could try. I've sort of tried, and he's kind of like miming, sort of pushing and pulling. He goes, but it's fucked. Doesn't work. Yeah.
As I sort of just start getting ready in the morning, I'm going to check the little scroll that's hidden in my arm.
Yeah, is this still in your tent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find that, the seal's still not opening properly yet. Pop it back in, having a little sigh, and I'm going to get all my stuff ready, and I open it, and I'm open the tent, and I'm just going to walk out. My monk's robe, but I'm not going to have the top on at all, really. It's going to be like hanging down, ready, like I haven't just put the sleeve on yet.
Yeah.
Sort of just brisk and then embracing the cold.
Bray wouldn't have been expecting this, would he?
No.
Well, give me a...
Depends how stealthy he was, because I've got a decent passive perception.
Would you have been hiding, or was William
would-
not in the kind of... It's too night. Okay, give us a stealth check, please.
I was trying to hide. I mean, obviously my mage hand's the other side, so I don't know if you'd see... Ooh, that's a 5 plus 2.
So, yeah, even with that, I'm going to say he probably saw the mage hands as well. I think he could kind of see the glow out almost like where the tent is, like a light shining in. And Bray was kind of fairly able to just sort of duck out of these.
No, he's not. He's going to take
Oh, he's not? He's going to take the hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's doing a little confidence thing for William. Yes, so Bray takes the hit with these snowballs. Yes, he does.
Morning, Bray.
Morning.
I think hearing the commotion, Loren is gonna like come out of the tent, not expecting it to be as cold as she opens it. So she's just kind of like tippy-toeing a little bit, like trying to hide that she is freezing. Like her teeth are chattering. She sees Bray, and she just bursts out laughing, looking to Will, being like, "You,
I did it.
good job."
I peel some of the snow off, and you see like the nipple that's got the hammer hanging from it is suddenly really erect. And I'm just going to
Is the hammer sticking out?
it's frozen. Just how do you think I put the tent up?
Anyway,
I'm going to peel some of the snow off my body, just ball it up. And I'm going to take a single pop shot straight at William.
is William trying to move away from this?
I'm going to try and dodge it.
Oh, give me a ranged attack, please. Right.
Okay.
And just if it beats his AC kind of thing.
Yeah. Question.
Yeah.
Can I treat it as a monk weapon?
I'm not going to say snowball's a monk weapon, no.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think monks have ever used... But monks maybe have used... I don't know if monks use snowballs. Do monks have snowball fights? That's a question. That's the question of the week. Do monks have snowball fights?
Mine
Get
does.
back to us in the comments.
Answers on Discord.
18 total.
Yeah, it hits.
Yep, so you get hit. Where are you aiming?
I'm going square, like, sternum, like, whack.
Yeah, so it just hits. So it doesn't like push back, but it just kind of hits and he just sort of takes the hit. And what's William's reaction to this?
A little bit like, okay. Knowing how, like, watching Bray when he does his combat and stuff like that, not surprised. Finds it quite entertaining. And he tries to dart behind a tent to make some more. Just getting ready. He's in war mode now.
Whilst this is going on, you see Zach walk to the middle, sort of the tents. He says, "All of you, this is not helpful. The wagon is technically fucked. If someone could at least do something, I don't know.
I can urinate on it.
That's not useful. The wheels are angle. I don't know. Anyone want to come and help, or are we just gonna throw snowballs and die in the snow?"
One moment. I'm going to make a supersized snowball. And I'm going to sneak around behind the back of the tent. And I will try to use the stealth check
please.
for it.
Right, yeah.
21.
That's
That's going to beat passive. Grey mind just to sneak around.
And I'm just going to, almost like I'm reaching over the tent and just drop it.
That will land on William. Presumably at William, this is. Yeah, it lands, and William's just covered in this snow. Snowball's almost getting engulfed in this himself. He just looks and he's like, ugh. He knows he's probably been beat at this snowball.
Yeah, I've been beat there, but it was worth getting the first shot in. That's what he said.
Exactly. So is anyone heading to help Zach?
Yes.
Oh, while the children have been playing snowball fights.
Yeah. Cass, Lorette as well, or just Cass?
Yeah, Loren's like, as she's seen it keep going on, she's like obviously ducking to try and get past, and she's just trying to find a way to warm up. So she's like moving around, probably having a little look at it all.
Yeah, of course. So as you get to the wagon, you essentially see that what it looks like is one of the axle joints is essentially sort of seized up and sort of been slightly damaged. And you kind of see as you start to push it, this wheel just does not turn, and the cart almost just goes in this sort of circle motion with the wheel not moving on that hand side.
Does it look like it's frozen or split?
It looks more frozen than anything else. It looks like kind of snow, a bit of water's probably got in and frozen the axle.
Okay. There's not a lot I can do here, Loren. I look over to see just snow flying left, right, and centre. William?
Yeah?
Is there any chance you've got something in your bag of tricks to help thaw out a frozen wheel, of all things?
Let's have a look.
I like to think it escalated to the point where I've now got William like back over my shoulders, like I'm getting ready to squat him.
just morning training again. That's all it is for you guys.
Squat. And I'm going to start doing like walking lunges towards the cart.
The only thing I can really do is sorcery burst underneath it and try and burn, maybe get the snow alight. I'm not sure. My other spells are kind of, they're not wearing trousers, so I can't pull them down.
I'm wearing trousers.
Is the fire still lit from last night?
Fire is still going, yes.
I'll try and find maybe a branch or something that hasn't burned completely down, but it's still lit. But that I can safely grab at one end and try holding the hot end, so to speak.
I would say that's doable. So Cass takes this and takes it to where it's sort of slightly iced. And it does kind of slowly warm. It does kind of burn a little bit, the sort of the wood, but it does, as you do, you see it kind of fall back into place as the wheel is back up straight. And Zach just says, well, it's no longer fucked. Are we good to get on the road? I think we could probably get there if we stuck out the journey by tomorrow morning, if we really pushed hard.
In this weather?
I know the roads. It's a common road we're on. It's a simple trade route. It was literally known as the Tradeway. If we follow this road, it should be fairly okay.
Okay. I'll start taking down the tent I was in as quick as I can.
Yeah, Loren's going to do the same with hers, except she's going to try and like get the fabric bit just to put over her shoulders.
Yep. So, despite the children having their play fights, you do manage to make it pretty successfully packed away and ready in the wagon. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you head off?
I will give Loren the little cloak I've got in my traveller's clothes. So that she's got something that's a bit more equipped than just, the outer layer of a tent that's covered in snow.
She will happily accept it. And she'll just put it on and she like huddles. Just like, thank you. I hate the cold.
The cold's never bothered me.
Anyway. So you all sit in the wagon and make a lot of progress.
Start to go.
Lovely. You make progress, as I say. You've got through the day. You've kind of eaten the rations they've got maybe some pre-cooked fish that they've had prepared. So a mix of, you've probably used up half your rations in total on this journey. I would say probably a couple of days worth out of the 4. And you're probably, let's say, 3 or 4 hours Sorry, notes. You probably say 3 or 4 hours away from Mosswood. It's about 11 p.m. at this point. And you kind of reach a bit of a bend in the road. And at this point, there's a small, what looks like some sort of little trader shop on the side of this bend. And as they see you coming, they sort of walk in front of the road. They'd say, "Oh, you can't stop. You need to buy some of our goods. You must need it with your wagon."
Who are you?
Oh, sorry. We are simple traders, making our way through Elystra, selling all of our wares.
I'm going to insight check them straight away.
Yeah, I'm going to say check that.
Yeah, of course.
Wow, I wonder what they sell.
William's getting his gold pouch.
I've got his gold.
Bray, can I have like 5 gold, please?
So as you all get closer to these anyway, because you've now probably got sort of, you can actually see them. They've got a wagon by the side of them, kind of, it's got a bit of a tarp over it. And it is a couple of kobolds and a gnoll.
I got 16 total.
Cool.
As did I.
Cool. So I rolled a 2. They are not being truthful. They are definitely trying to sell wares, but they're not traders. I will say, with that insight, as you look around, you notice the tarp begins to move a little bit.
I will dismount the what's it called, and I will walk ahead of the cart.
Cool. I'm going to move you all to a map just so you can see kind of what I'm trying to sort of explain.
Sorry about. Can you see a red circle? I was just trying to do something.
No.
Get rid of it.
No.
Okay, it's gone now. That's fine.
Just imagine it being a lot snowier than this as well.
Yeah, I'm off the cart and I'm walking ahead.
As Bray's doing that, I'm going to whisper to the rest of the group, "Be ready, this isn't right." And I'm going to jump out and start making my way, I think, a little bit away from the group, just so I can get a good view on them.
Yeah.
I will crouch. Oh, I can not crouch. I'm literally just almost a bend at the waist in a really patronising way to get my head down towards the kobold type. Do you want to try that again?
Yeah, we are selling our wares.
Perhaps more truthfully?
We are selling wares. He kind of looks at the Nod, and the Nod just kind of, you see his face, look at his face. He is selling his wares, and we would want to know if you would want anything.
What are they selling, Bray?
Something that I believe turns into a shakedown if we're not careful.
Okay. I'm gonna stay with the 2 older people just for the moment. Just gonna.
No.
I'm going to move a little bit further across. I've got one hand down at my side, just resting atop the light crossbow, just waiting.
I will say, as you move closer to sort of that way, you begin to hear gentle sort of growling from the forests. To what on the screen looks like you're right.
Yeah.
Can I... I'd be attracted to the sound. Can I have a look, see if I see anything hiding in the bushes?
Yeah, give me a investigation check, please, Cass.
Will do.
Oh, I'm rolling awful today. In my other group...
Oh, and I'm rolling awful as well. Just 6 total.
I've got a 2. It's a 3 total. Yeah, these dice that don't hear me rolled like 3, 4 nat 20s in my Monday group. For you guys, they roll awful. So you must have done some sort of curse on and basically only work for other groups. Yes, so as you get closer, you spot 3 other gnolls hiding within the forest.
I'll shout to the rest of the group, "We've got company." as they start moving out here. Loren, William, Aurora.
Consider this your
At
one
this,
option. Call this off, let us pay us, and retreat.
as he's saying that, I'm going to start concentrating on the spell, getting ready to throw it.
Yeah, and the first time the knoll sort of within the middle of the two kobolds sort of looks at you, just says, "Well, these wares are too valuable to let go. Sorry, not they. The wares. They are ours, and they are needed. Please, can everyone roll for initiative as you see them all draw what little weapons they have to fight you?
Jesus.
What did William get?
I rolled a 4.
So is that 4 total? What's
Yeah, 4
yeah.
total.
4 total. Cass?
Doing it now.
No worries.
And 14.
Cool. Bray?
9 total.
9 total. And Loren?
9 total.
9 total. What's your dex, Loren and Bray?
4.
Oh. I don't think Loren's going to have that much of a dex bonus, I doubt.
1.
Yeah, cool. So I'll just move you to 10 on here just because it at least puts you there. Let me change the music off of relaxing to actually combat music.
Oh, I love relaxing.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's remember who's got inspiration.
True. Let me just sort this out. It's all in the wrong order. Okay. Oh, this is a bit full on, isn't it? Let's lessen that intensity a little bit. There you go. So yes, it's the one in the middle who Strub is going to go towards Bray, having been him getting closer. And you see very similar to the flail that the Knoll had within the ruins of Mythlin. This has one similar. It's not quite as big, it's not quite as frightening, but it's still very similar. And that is a 14 to hit Bray.
That'll miss.
That will miss, of course it does. Okay, so it's now this kobold boy on the right. You're probably seeing. Who's he going to go for? He's going to go for Cass. Seeing Cass near its friends, it's kind of more worried for its friends. It's going to take its sling out and try and fire a little pebble at you. And that is so nat 1, so that's a 5 to hit. That's not happening. These dice are changing dice. With that, it is Cass's turn.
Don't.
I am going to see Bray has a bit of trouble in front of him. I'm going to attack that one before I move.
Is that the one closest to you?
The one closest to Bray. So
oh, yeah, the big fan, basically.
Yeah. Cool. Sneak attack. So yeah, let's do an attack on there. Oh, that's a 25 to hit.
Oh Christ, yeah, that's hit him.
Fantastic. 8 damage on there, and because he's fighting Bray, I can get my sneak attack bonus. So let's do that for 1d6. For another 2 damage.
Nice.
So 10 on that.
You see this do a phenomenal amount of damage. These creatures, despite trying to be sort of big and fearsome, they look weakened. They look in like a naturally weakened state. I would say Bray can also probably relay this back to you being closest to the knoll. Is that Kaz?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to just back up a little bit because I can see these 3 hungry looking things in front of us, and I'm a small delectable treat. So I'll head back a little bit.
Okay, fantastic. So it's now the second kobold who's going to run up to Bray, seeing it sort of facing its leader, and goes to try and take a swipe with this quite rudimentary looking dagger. Oh, and it is a dirty 20 to hit.
Miss.
Silvery barbs.
Like I said, miss.
Leave him alone!
It is an 18 to hit.
Still hit.
Damn it.
And that does...
advantage to you, Lauren.
That does 6 points of piercing damage to Bray. And it is now the Knoll, who probably can't go too far, but he's gonna go to there. That's the Knoll, and it's now Bray's turn with Loren after him.
I'll start by taking the dodge action,
Nice.
and then I'm going to use my. I'm going to use a key point to make 2 attacks with flurry of blows,
Cool.
and I'm going to go for the null.
Cool.
First one is a 19.
That hits.
The second one is a 16.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay, and I will put 1 charge of Storm Strike in as well.
Nice.
So it's going to be 6 points of lightning damage.
Cool.
And then... Oop. 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. So as you do these 2 hits and you see the energy almost flowing through, you see it hit into this fearsome looking knoll, and it just strikes it dead to the ground.
I'm going to look down at the kobold. You want to reconsider?
You see him kind of clock eyes with the 3 other gnolls who just look rabid, and then he looks at his kobold friend and just says, "This is not our fight. We won't attack. Take all you need."
If you withdraw, we will not go for you.
Will go away and shout to his friend, "You need to go. We shouldn't attack them." And in that moment, you see the other kobold nod at his friend. Do you take an opportunity attack on him?
No, I will not. And I will call to the others that the kobolds are retreating.
Is that Bray?
Yeah. Well, actually,
Okay,
no, I've
go
got
away.
movement.
You do.
So I'm going to just move up and take on the defensive stance.
Okay. Luren, it's your turn.
Seeing that the kobolds are retreating, she's just gonna nod at Bray before also running after him to get to that knoll. And seeing that William and Aurora are on the side and Cass is up, she is just gonna go, "No, fuck this." She enters her rage. And with her great axe, she is just trying to hit it in the midsection.
Okay.
Mostly as well, just to avoid Bray on the other side.
Yeah.
You have obviously advantage.
Yeah. So, do.
I always get scared for your rolls. I don't know why.
Because she rolls poorly, even with advantage.
Yes, it's true. 12.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
See what I mean? With that, she is just gonna like stumble back and be like, "I should have joined you for exercises, Bray." And
Obviously,
Yeah,
yeah,
with
in the
that.
morning.
with that, I'm gonna end turn.
Okay. So it's now this knoll who is just going to go here, kind of drawing eyes, and it's going to try and... You see this long bow, which is probably a short bow, draws back and releases an arrow at Loren, having seen her trying to hurt their friend. 16 to hit.
Sadly, yes.
And that does... Where's my little dice gone? There we go. Oh,
Did you use the dice eyeball?
so 8 points, split it half, so 4 points of damage to Loren. And you hear this like as it's sort of chuckling to itself as it gets you. It's Aurora's turn. So people, what do we want Aurora to do? Damage, defense, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking the healing word and then a sacred flame.
So healing word, who are we healing? Bray?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So she casts healing word at Bray, and that is 8 points of healing.
Nice.
And then is it Sacred Flame we're thinking, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Word of radiant, whichever one.
who do we want Sacred Flame at?
I'd say
Basically blue, orange, or yellow now.
I'd say yellow.
So try to probably go down here. And that character has to make, I believe it's a dex saving throw, I want to say. Yes, it's dex. Cool. No. One below it got. And that will do damage-wise. 1d8's worth of damage. Nice. 8 points of damage.
Nice.
Cool. Digital dice are playing in this favour today. So you see it kind of hit it, and you almost see its fur begin to kind of singe, but light up with this almost white, luminescent light. That is probably... We'll probably go back to here. William Spark, it is your turn.
Okay. On this map thing, I can't seem to do it. I wanted to try an area of effects.
Yeah.
A
How big?
circle. It is
Oops, not that one. Sorry.
a 5-foot radius sphere.
So
5
4
foot.
squares.
What kind of magic is it?
It's an enchantment. Enchantment?
Let's go nature switch green for William.
Yeah. Kind of want it.
Whoever put that blue one, are we okay for me to delete that one?
Yeah, you can delete.
Cool. Little green one. Where are you aiming?
I was hoping to be able to get 2 of the gnolls.
No, unfortunately not. You could get one of them.
Yeah. It's not going to reach both, so doing that, it's going to change to pratfall, so sorry about that.
Remove that, that's fine.
Get rid of that. And yep, my 2 hands fly over to the one in the woods.
So the blue one.
The yellow one.
Oh, yellow one. Yep.
Because that's the one that had the short bow, 2-handed weapon on it.
Yeah.
And it's got to try and make, because I haven't used this in ages. Pratfall. A dexterity saving throw.
That is a... Ooh, dirty 20.
So it's
For a second I want, how did I get a 61? And it's been upside down. It's like, yes, 61, come on.
Okay. Can't do that. The hands try and grab hold of some sort of trousers, and actually it's just fur, so it couldn't pull the trousers.
It just tries,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that William?
William looks over at the other kobold, goes, "Get out of there!" type of thing. And he's going to start moving towards the cart.
Okay.
Down here.
So it's now this top now. I've seen cast me away. It's going to try and chase him. Did you hide?
No.
No. So he's going to try and probably bite you, actually. He's going to kind of just run. He's more just... This one doesn't really have any weapons on him. He's just trying to sort of claw his way and bite through things. Oh, and that's a natural 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's going to get us.
No, it's not. My last silvery barbs. I'm not having that.
Okay.
That's stuck even lower.
Oh, it's a 17 to hit.
No, yeah, that gets us still.
It's not a 20 though.
But it's not a 20.
Yeah. And that does that little bite. Oh, just 3 points of piercing damage to cast.
Considering how bad that could have been, I can live with that quite happily.
Definitely. For some reason, the wagon's included in initiative, so it's the wagon's turn. Which just stays there. It's a wagon. Back up to top, it's him who's dead. So it's now that other kobold who is going to run away and dash. Cass, you are now up.
Well, I think it's my turn with this knoll in front of us. And I'll draw my rapier and hopefully we'll do some damage with that. Oh, my turn to get a natural 20.
Nice.
Silvery barbs.
Can someone use inspiration to cancel that, please? Right,
17 damage.
he is dead. You, in reaction to being attacked here, you just pull out his rapier and just slice into this knoll. And it just, on typical horror, when it like slices and blood just goes everywhere, it's one of those proper slasher style kills. And it just goes and just falls backwards to the ground, dead.
I think on that note, I will head towards this handy bush and bonus action hide.
Fantastic. So that kobold who will finally run its way off the map. It's now Knoll 2, who is this orange one who kind of sees Bray and Loren next to him, and he just looks, you just see him get this spear and kind of trying to... He's probably a bit scared of Loren, I'd probably say. His animalistic instincts are still there, but there's fear. So he's going to try and strike at Bray with a spear for a 17 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah, I know. That's the null. Bray, you're now up.
As he misses, I'm just going to grab his spear, and as I pull my trident off my back and just jam it into his side.
Nice.
That is 21.
Yeah, definitely hitting.
14 points of damage.
Yeah, you pull him in, your trident goes straight through him. As you pull it back towards you, you kind of see the sinew in the flesh and everything sort of clings to this trident as it's attached to the spikes it's pulled through, and hits that null straight to the ground.
As he drops, I'm just going to shake off my... In fact, no, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to just pin his corpse to the ground with my trident, and I'm going to walk up to the one in the woods. Get right up in its face. Grab it by like the scruff of a lance following. I'm just going to headbutt it.
Bray's signature headbutt. Let's see if you hit.
Yes, I do. Dirty 20. And I'm going to pump in my second Storm Strike as well. So that is 10 points of bludgeoning and 4 points of lightning.
Cool. So as both your head hits and this lightning channels through this null, you just see it almost like fry as it falls to the ground, and you are all now out of initiative.
Right. I'll walk back up, pick up my trident, and just shake it off in the snow. Right. Now, I think that went quite well.
Going back to the Nola dispatch with the rapier,
Yeah.
does it look particularly emaciated, weak, starving?
It does, yes.
Yeah.
All of these gnolls do. The kobolds just look sort of normal kobolds. These gnolls looked weak and like hungry.
I'm gonna check the wagon out since I'm there.
So as
I'm going to use my mage hands to lift it up so I can just kind of see and just got my hands in front.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So as you lift up the tarp, you see a few things. You've got sort of some fruits, some meat, some... There is things that are goods. There is a pouch which has sort of coin in it, almost like a little chest as such, not even a pouch, like a chest. That has 50 gold pieces within it, because I know you'll want to note that one down. You see there's very basic, like wooden weapons, so nothing really usable in combat. There's a mixture of kind of clothes. There's like dresses, there's coats, there's shirts, there's gloves, there's a few basic bits of jewelry, but nothing too extravagant as such. And then we get to the more pressing matter, and there's 2 captives tied up and bound within the cart. There is a small human female. Yes, Dudley. We saying something or not? No, ignore me. I'm tired. There's
Listeners, Dudley put his finger to his mouth.
Yeah, and I was ready for something. No,
my finger's at my mouth most of the time.
I know. I just prepare myself. I try to do what I can. No. So there's a sort of probably mid-30s female human.
That's a woman. Stab it.
Brilliant. And then there is like an early 20s male elf in quite damaged sort of leathers and armour.
An attractive elf. I sleep with it.
Brilliant. And that is what you find within the wagon.
I use my mage hands to get the cloth off, and I go, guys, there's people tied up, and I'm going to try and climb up onto it. I've got a dagger. I'm going to get a dagger out and just start cutting.
Stab them.
Yeah, start actually cutting the ropes, I'm guessing, that are tying them up.
Yes, you cut the ropes, kind of move half mouth, and the female, she's like, thank you. We've in our town, and they came and they took us of the evening.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
What town did you come from?
Oh, sorry. I come from Mosswood. It's not far from here. I don't know if you know it.
Funny enough, I think we're heading that way. Was there quite so? And I'm just look around, and I'm gonna count corpses. You see, he's a bit shaken, but he's kind of. There's 1, 2, There's 4 gnolls here. When you were captured, was there only 4?
There wasn't many. There may have only been 4 or 5. Maybe one sort of went off, but we did what we could.
I'm just going to say to Tango, she can't remember how many. She said there could be 4 or 5. Just as a... I'm going to make sure the gentleman sits up. You okay?
Yes, thank you. I don't know what happened. We were simply having a meal at Mosswood, and then we had a bag over our heads. We were tied and thrown in this cart. I know there's a few things here, but I don't know where we're going. They spoke in some language I never quite knew.
A bit of a rough, howling, snarling type of voice?
Yes, it was rather animalistic, I must say.
Did you hear any other creatures with them with soothing voices at all?
There was a few soothing voices, but no, there wasn't much. It was just a lot of, as I say, some language we didn't know. It sounded rather, as I say, animalistic.
Okay.
But thank you. Can we help at all? Can we give you anything? We don't have much. There's the stuff in the wagon. It's not ours. You're more than welcome to whatever you would like.
No, let's make sure you're safe first.
Thank you. We are.
Are you injured at all?
No, that was the strange thing. They tried to keep us in. They were quite careful about putting us in here. They didn't want to bruise us or cut us. It was just placed here.
I'm sorry. I feel bad. My name's William. Can I take your names?
Oh, yes, of course. So, her name is Miriam, and my name is Kenora.
Nora.
Kenora, yes.
Nora, you... Seems like you're wearing armour. Are you a fighter of some kind?
Oh, well, I am, yes. I'm not a good one, I will admit. I tried to enter a few fights here and there, but most are better than me. I'm training. I'm training the best I can. It's why I headed to Mosswood. I just thought they could maybe help me. I thought, I'm an elf. Let's go to the woods. Stereotypical, I know, but I thought they may do something to help me, but seems like, if anything, I just got, well, captured.
Had you been in Mosswood long?
Oh, maybe a couple of weeks. I only went there. One of my friends just recommended going to Mosswood. I'm not quite sure why. There was something about I don't know. There was a guild there, I believe, the Beastmasters. Something to do with more how animals attack, but they said if you study the animals, you become a better fighter. I'm not quite sure, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway.
The Beastmasters. Is
Yes.
this anything any of you guys know?
Cass would have heard of them, but he wouldn't know.
Yeah,
much
I'm aware
about
they exist and operate out of Mosswood, but I've never had any dealings with them. There are guilds spread all over. Most go about their own business.
Okay.
Have you heard tale of anybody else being kidnapped or taken from Mosswood?
I'm sorry. No, not myself. I don't believe Miriam has. I mean, guys, no. I'm afraid I haven't heard anything. I know we've heard people have been captured up north, just past Imanesa. There's been attacks, but no more really where we are. I heard no. I suppose Komora, he comes from well, I believe he's quite far south. I think he comes from Croveport. It's one of the most southerly tips in the region of Sandspire. But I don't think he's heard of anything.
What about You then? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Mosswood. I've always lived there. Yes. I just met Medmore whilst whilst I was here, and we seem to hit it off. Not as a couple. No, just as friends. But yes.
Of course.
I don't. Sorry, my brain's all everywhere, really.
Miriam, it's fine. You've been through a bit of an ordeal. We're heading back. We're going to head back to. I believe we are. I turn and look at everyone. Head back that way. So please come with us. No, please join us.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
If that is okay, we'd love to have safe passage back there. I don't know if he'd be heading back to Croveport. And he looks and he says, "No, I'll stay in Mosswood for a little while. I think. Carry on with the Beastmasters."
We've got some people with a wagon. They're delightful. You need to come and see them, really, to see what who we're traveling with.
As you talk about Chris and Zach kind of both sort of come out more of like out of more wilderness. And for the first time, Chris is speechless. You just hear, "Are we okay to come out now?"
Yes.
Yes.
It's Pride Month. You're allowed to come out of the closet right now.
Oh, well, thank you. What happened? Did we get attacked?
A slight murdering happened, but don't worry.
Oh, and who are they? Kind of pointing at Kamora and Miriam.
People that weren't murdered.
Oh, well, I'm glad they weren't. But
We've been kidnapped from Mosswood.
Oh, that's the way we're. I hope we don't get kidnapped. Well, I suppose old man napped.
I mean, you're fine. The old man nappers currently littering the snow with their own crimson.
They looks around and says, "Oh, blimey. Yes. Well, could we get going? I don't really want to be surrounded.
If I take a look at their cart and this new
was
one
gonna
we
say-
found, which is a better one?
So theirs is the better one, despite having the knacked wheel.
That's fine.
The wagon that the sort of gnolls and kobolds had looks like it's been put together by a bunch of primary school kids. It's very much sort of been hammered in, with just sort of nails sticking out. It's kind of a miracle that Kanora and Miriam were not hurt whilst being inside this cart.
Are the wheels the same, or like could a wheel be taken off and added to the other carts?
So
eventually?
you could probably like take the wheels and use them as replacements, like having a tire in the back of your boot, like that kind of thing. You could probably have them just as spares.
We'll grab any like extra produce and stuff that was in there. Hopefully there's some potatoes.
They will be thrown overboard.
Actually, what is Loren doing in all of this? Actually,
So she's going to do two things. The first one she's going to do is she's actually going to go over to Cass, and seeing as the gnoll kind of just spurted the blood everywhere, she's got like this bit of blue cloth around her hand, and she's going to pass it to him and just go, "Got a little bit of something? You might, just in case it scares these two."
Thank you. I'll clean myself up as best I can.
And then after that, she's gonna go over to the wagon since there was clothes there, and she's gonna try and find something that is a little bit more warmer.
yeah. There's, as I say, there's a mixture. There was like the shirts, the coats, the gloves, dresses. It's like typical kind of a bit of everything. Like they've taken these to essentially pad out the wagon. Is probably typically what they did it for. There was some sort of logic to them stealing it. They weren't going to wear them. You weren't going to get a kobold prancing around in a little petticoat. You may. Who knows? Is there anything anyone else wants to do whilst we're still at said battlefield?
Yeah, definitely I'm going to go grab a pair of gloves for myself,
Yep.
and I'm going to grab a pair and take it over to Aurora. Say, look, just keep yourself warm. This weather seems horrendous, and as I'm close to where she is now, I'm just going to look around, see if those kobolds are still around at all.
So they have properly scarpered. They have ran and ran and ran. Yeah.
I'm
That actually makes me feel good.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I'll take a look, see if there's any winter clothing suitable for Kaz.
to be fair, I'm just going to
Yeah.
take everything out of there that we can carry.
Okay, so yes, you do get there, and there is. I say there's probably a bit of clothing there that is potentially child sizes. But
Yeah, I was going to say,
it would
it'll be
work for
kids'
him.
clothing, no doubt, but yeah.
Yeah, it'd work for him.
It's pale yellow with duckies on it.
Oh, that would be adorable.
Draw the
Come
line
on.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Is that
Come
where
on,
it's true? Is that the line? We found the line at last.
Is-
of
is
Kaz
they-
and Yellow Duckies.
Is day on? You know, we need a meme of that,
We can
please.
name of Kaz and Yellow Ducky. But yes, no. Is that kind of it for you guys and the cart?
The only last thing is I'm going to take 5 gold out of the thing and just stick it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Or just to have it on myself, but the rest I'm just going to go, look, there's all this gold.
How much was it?
45 now.
50 in total, but he's stolen some.
It's-
It's not stolen,
you
he's
think
borrowed
I'm a
it.
broke?
Sorry, borrowed, apologies. Borrowed it. I believe that is the term we need to use. But yes. So, as you all make your way back into the cart, you spend the last, say, 2 to 3 hours that you get, and you eventually arrive at the lush forest of Mosswood. And even at this early hour of the day, you see gorgeous lanterns. You see these houses embedded within trees, almost made out of them, almost naturally created. And as you step foot just on the outskirts of Mosswood, that is where we'll end the session for tonight. So thank you yet again, everybody, for another great session. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, no, very good. Enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Do we level up?
Yes.
yeah. So I was waiting for someone to ask me that.
I was going to ask, but
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to ask me. Yes, successfully murdering all of these kobolds, you do in fact level up. So you are now level 3. Going forward, we get a few little extra things. So we'll roll all stats off stream. Well, we don't really roll stats, so we don't do hit points. But anything we need to do, we can do off stream. We've got time. But as always, I want to say thank you to everyone for watching. It's been such a interactive stream. This time, I know unfortunately I can't always keep monitoring of the chat because I have so many screens.
I do it.
Yeah, got Dudley to cover that. But yeah, thank you everyone. It's so nice to read through it and see people commenting. It's look.
So I just saw on my streams just a lot of purple little things.
Yeah,
That was
Lonesome Roma, they've redeemed Celebration and they did music earlier.
Oh, amazing! Thank you so much. That's so
thank you,
cool.
guys.
That's how, well, my party though. I have no clue what any of this is, but thank you so much for doing it, whatever it is. Anyway, but as I always say, that wraps up this little chapter of the Chains of the Pantheon. If you've enjoyed the journey, as I always say, you can find us across Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, which YouTube and Spotify releases on Wednesdays. And we do have the Discord that we will always mention. That's in the link tree as well. Just search the name or check the links in the bio. However, before we end tonight, I think it's only fair to give a little taste of what awaits us next week. So far from the roads that you've travelled, beyond the safety of steel and stone, lies a place where the air hums with music and the lights never truly fade. A carnival, bright, beautiful, unbroken. A place of laughter that hides the screams, of colour that conceals the rot. And somewhere within those twisting tents and empty rides, he waits. The painted man, the forgotten performer, a soul once broken by applause and silence alike. He was once the one who brought joy to others, until the joy was stolen from him. But now, his carnival has returned, built from sorrow and fueled by vengeance. And next week, you all will step inside his stage. The lights will flicker, the music will twist, and the laughter will follow you. Because in his carnival, every smile hides a secret, and every game has a price. Next week, the show begins. But remember, the smile never dies. It only waits. So, thank you everybody for joining us. And I'll catch you next Friday on Halloween. Same place, same time, as the clown begins to wait. Thank you everybody, and good night for another week.
Bye,
Bye,
bye.
guys.
Thanks, everybody.
One.